Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to discuss Unreal cinematic lighting. So we're going to create the scene from the scratch, step by step. Okay, let's get started. Open up Unreal Engine 5.4. I'm going to select the category film and video. Select blank template. Enable ray tracing. Give a name. First, go to Sketchfab. Search core. There is a model, core model ports. You can download this model for free. It's created by Lionsoft Studios. It's a really nice model. So you can download the format GTIFF. Next, open up Epic Game Launcher. Go to free, permanently free collection. There is a modular sci-fi season 2, which is free. You can download it. I'm going to add this to our project. Click add, show all projects, and you can choose your project. Lower the version 5.3, add to project. Click yes, overwrite. So once you have created this project, create a new level with a basic and hit create. Next, we're going to import the assets. So I have already imported the asset actually. You can see this core. So what do you have to do? Just right click, import, select the folder core. It comes in a scene file. So open up that and scroll down all the way. It's very important. You have to enable this combined static meshes. So I want to import as a single static mesh. Suppose you are going to make animation on the wheels, the different parts, you can disable that and hit import, and you will dissolve this assets. And here you can see the scene file. Yeah, you can drag and drop that inside and reset the position. You can able to see this. Next, we are going to create the scene. Let's delete the floor and player start as well. I'm going to select this all the except this sky sphere. Let's move outside. And I'm going to create the scene. So first, go to sci-fi interiors, enable static mesh filter so that I can see all the static meshes inside this folders, actually in the engineer. Okay, let's drop this SM_floor A1 and reset the position. Add one more, the SM_floor A2. Reset the position. I'm going to duplicate this alt. Then I want to duplicate one more. This side also. Okay. Duplicate this. Okay. I'm going to add one more. This SM_glass floor. Just drag and drop it. Reset the position. Rotate 90 degrees. So I'm going to duplicate that, alt and duplicate. Okay. Then I want to add some details in the lower floor here. In sci-fi interior, there is a SM_WVD gate. Just drag and drop inside. Reset the position. Rotate. Actually, this direction. And move and position to that. So I'm going to duplicate one more from this side. Right click, transform, mirror X. Oops, I think mirror Y. All right. So next, I am going to duplicate this whole thing and I want to add this WVD server. Okay, you see this, I have created this floor. So I'm going to duplicate this, select, except the scene. Scene is the core actually. Select all the static meshes, group it, Control G. Right now, this is the daylight. Delete the sky sphere, it is not necessary, and select the directional light. I'm going to set the intensity to 0, so it's completely black now. Engineering props, there is a portable light, just drag and drop inside the scene. So let's make this unlit so we can see. If you want to place this light exactly in the ground, press end key, end, and that will be, or else right click, snapping. There is a snap to floor. Okay, end. Fine. Rotate this light. So add rect light. I can copy this position. Just select the right click, copy, select, right click on the empty area, paste it. That will be placed. Or else you just manually place it. If I go to lit mode, yeah, see. So I'm going to place approximately to the position of this light. Enable the local space. Next, I'm going to change the size of this light. I'm not going to scale it, but we can adjust the source width and height. I'm going to give 18. It's eliminating this car. Enable movable light. And I'm going to increase the intensity to 20. Later on, you can able to change the values. Okay. And I'm going to change the color to blue, something like this. And this color, I'm going to use it later. So I can store this color. I can left click and drag and drop into this area. I can place it. It's very useful. Next, I'm going to adjust the boundary. See, this rectangle have a boundary. I'm going to reduce this boundary angle just like this. So you get something like it is focused in specific direction. You will duplicate, Alt, and change the I'm going to select both light and select the static mesh, group it, Control G, so that it looks like one single object. So I can rotate and I can place it this, very useful. I'm going to duplicate this. I want to make one more. So make sure this is in a world space, Alt and duplicate. And I can rotate this like this. I want to place it over here. We're going to create one more light for this car. Just click lights, same light. So this light, I'm going to adjust the source height so that this illuminates the entire car. So I like to use rectangle light for car rendering, which gives a really nice outline to this edge. This car already comes with the materials. You can double click on this paint material, double click, so you can get this all the parameters. So mainly I'm going to open up this metal roughness. Okay, so roughness and metal. If I set this roughness to 0, you can see this car completely, it looks like a chrome kind of a car. And you see the light which I have created, this light. So let's select that and right click, go to groups, unlock it. So I can select the lights individually like this and increase this light, and you slowly start seeing this. So I'm going to make it 100. All right, so I'm increasing to 200. Okay, 200 is too much, but later on we will adjust this. So same thing I'm going to do for this light. Right click, go to groups, unlock, select this both light, and go to make 200. And you can see here it's too much, and just want to make it 50 is fine, I think. Okay. Next, I wanted to change the core color also. Okay, let's open up the material here. I want to switch off the metallic factor to 0. Now you can see this looks car paint. It's no longer metal. Go to edit, project settings, go to rendering. Since we have enabled the ray tracing in the beginning of creating this project, so this is already enabled. Suppose if it is not enabled, just enable it manually. Next, we are going to enable this use hardware ray tracing when it's available. If I enable that, and you notice the changes. Okay, so enable that. Then ray lighting mode. Right now it's a surface gas, which is fine. Sometimes you can enable this hit lighting for reflections. You can enable that also. So it gives even more refined reflection, especially in this area. I can take a look at that. See? So you get a better reflection. And enable this high quality translucency reflection. And you can enable ray trace shadow. This is very important. You see the shadows. So I enable that. Now you can see this when I enable this ray tracing shadow. Next, I'm going to change the light color. Press G, you can see the light. And I'm going to use temperature. Instead of using a color, I'm going to enable temperature, give 2500. Now you can see this looks too orange. The entire code looks okay, which I don't want. So I have to reduce the source bit so that I can, especially you can see this area, the width of the specularity reflection. As we are going to create a post-process volume. So click add button, go to visual effects post-process volume, and with this post-process volume selected, you see that you can place it anywhere, doesn't matter. Select the post-process volume, search infinite, enable infinite extent, so that will affect the entire scene. And next we're going to enable exposure setting, enable metering mode to manual, so I can able to control the exposure. So I'm going to give 9 or 10. Scroll down all the way. The very important part, the translucency, the type. Enable this translucency type, which is inside the rendering features. Inside the rendering features, and there is a translucency enable type. Change instead of instead of raster, change into ray tracing. Now you can see the light. We're getting a really nice lighting. You see the different if I back and forth. So you get a really nice reflection is happening on the glass. Go to exposure. So I'm going to make 12, 11. It's okay. Next, so I'm going to create some environment lights. So create cube. We'll keep it here. Enable lock. So I'm going to give 0.2 about this. I am going to increase the scale in the x-axis. So you can place it in this corner. 0.1. So I'm going to create a material for this cube. It's a cube. Go to content dryer. Go to content, right click, material, m_flow. Double click to open the material. First, I'm going to change the material type to unlit because I'm going to create an emissive light. So right click, search constant 3 vector. Constant 3 vector, you can hold 3 and left click and convert to parameter. Right click, convert to parameter. Color. I'm going to double click on this icon. Just choose the color from here, which we created for the light, and connect into the emissive color. That's all. Save this and close. Then right click on this material, create material instance, and I'm going to apply for this cube. Select the light, select the cube, click on this material, we can assign it. Now let's open up this material instance and we're going to increase the glow intensity in the parameter value. So we have created this parameter, and let's open up this blue. I'm going to give 100. Now you can see that the light is glowing from that. Maybe 200. 100 is fine. Okay. Like I want to move to the other side. Alt and duplicate. Perfect. So let's select that same cube and Alt and duplicate. I'm going to place it inside this. I can duplicate one more. I can create one more instance from this original material. Just right click, create material instance, and I'm going to drag and drop into this and open this. Double click, change the color to about red. Okay, almost red, and increase the value 100. Okay, it's nice. So I'm going to place this underneath this floor. You can see here. So I can scale this light a little bit bigger. Go to exponential height fog. In the exponential height fog, enable volumetric fog. Immediately you can see the light, it's creating this volumetric. Okay. Select post process volume and go to enable method and intensity. Now immediately you see we have a lot of blooms going on. So I'm going to disable the lens flare in console command. Just type lens, LENS, then you can get this default feature lens flare. You or dot default feature lens flare. So click on that space bar, type 0. 0 is disabled, 1 is enabled. Okay, hit enter, the lens flare will be disabled. Now the thing is, I'm going to press G on the keyboard. You can see without the widgets. Now instead of the bloom method standard, I'm going to use convolution. Convolution, you notice this, we get some flares from the light glow, which is too much. You can see here, wherever the light hits the area, you're getting some nice. Actually, if I increase the intensity, you get more bloom. You see this area, so you're getting this nice and bloom like that because of this convolution. But it is too much. I wanted to reduce this. I don't want to change the intensity, but I'm going to enable this convolution scatter dispersion. I'm going to make 0.25. Even you can reduce it to 0.2, and depending upon the project again. The light, I'm not getting a proper bloom. Okay, so to enable that, I have to adjust the material of this light. So select the light. Now you can see the element 0. You can double click to open this material, and inside, let's take this out, go to global scalar parameters, and there is a emissive boost. So I'm going to increase this 200. Now you can see the light, you're getting the bloom from the light. This is depending upon the material, it is not based on the light. Okay, select the lights. So this is too much. Okay, I'm going to make 50. It's fine because you notice this, you're getting nice flares here. The light influence is very less. So we are going to make manually, we're going to create a light for this. So let's create a light. Okay. So let's increase the height, not height, actually width. See, I'm going to reduce the height. Just, it is fine, totally fine, and I want to change the color of the light, the blue, same the blue. I can increase the intensity and check it out. You can see the light is giving this illumination on the ground, which is not really nice. I have to reduce it a little bit. I want to move. I'm adjusting the light position a little bit so that it creates some nice rim light. Okay, it's fine. But the problem here, the light is illuminating this ground, which we have to avoid it. To avoid that, this light has to illuminate only the car. It should not illuminate any other object inside the scene. For that, so select the light, search light channels. You can search channel, and you have this lighting channels. 0 is default for all the lights and static meshes. So when I change this to 1 and switch off the 0, you can see this is not illuminating the ground. If I select the car and I'm going to enable 1, next I'm going to create one more light, rectangle. change the color, same blue. I'm going to increase the width to 2000. It's going to cover the entire scene like that. Now you notice this, the light creating the illumination, and we're getting a nice floodlight affecting this. So let's make this 20, 10, 5. 5 is okay. I don't want too much light. So Alt and duplicate. The other side, I want to rotate 180 degree. It's fine. It's the same light I'm going to give for this also. So I duplicate this light, rotate 90 degree, click on this, create orange, red, move just like that, and increase the light, and you see you can change the light change settings in the light itself. Select this, all the 4 lights, and there is an option volumetric scattering intensity. I make it 10, and you see that so we're getting more light. Volumetric light is coming from this. I press G on the keyboard, you can see here. Okay, and please select this light, duplicate that light. And you see this is also, I have to movable, make it movable, and set the rotation 0. And I'm going to the light, rotate this direction. You can see that the back side we are getting this light. Okay, just a little bit, and I can increase the height. Perfect. You see the trim light we have created. Next, to enhance the scene, select the post-process volume, chromatic aberration, enable that, give 0.4. I like to use 0.4, do not use too much. Then I'm going to use image effects. I'm going to enable sharpen. And you notice this, if I increase this 2, and it looks virtually sharp, and you see the details in the corners, and make more 20, and 2 is fine actually. You know, even if you increase more than that, nothing is major, there will not be any major difference. It is totally fine. So if you want, you can enable this vignette intensity. So if I increase it, you get some dots in the corner. If you want, you can. But I'm going to set up this very little. Okay. Now you can see the light we have. And I'm going to enable the engine scalability to cinematic. You can take a render out of it. Okay, that's all guys, thank you.